What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jackson. We are back with a normal video and no real life video today. So y'all get to enjoy instead of being sad while watching a video. Powers here, and today we are doing the NFL AFC and NFC Championship game predictions. Now, last week I swore that I was going to go undefeated, and I didn't. I went 2-2 last week on my predictions. I'm 6-4 overall, so hopefully we go 2-0 this week and move that up to 8-4. So with that being said, there's only 2 games this weekend. They're both on Sunday, and we're gonna go ahead and get it started. This week we're just gonna go in order because there's only 2 games. So the first game is the NFC Championship game. That is at 3 p.m. Eastern time because I live in Indiana, so that's the time I get to see it. But yeah, it's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the San Francisco 49ers, and the Eagles are hosting. And this is a tough game to predict, if I'm being honest. I mean, both teams could very well win this game. I really don't know where to go with this because both quarterbacks have about the same amount of playoff experience, so it's going to be pretty interesting to see how that goes. And last time Brock Purdy and Jalen Hurts played each other, it was an all-time classic when they were in college. Both of them went for over 200 yards and each had over 5 total touchdowns. And I think Jalen Hurts and the Oklahoma Sooners won in a shootout, so we're going to get a cool rematch of that right here. And it's going to be a very good game, I think. But I think that the experience of the quarterbacks are going to come into play. Jalen Hurts, it's his second year being the full-time starter. He's been playing some very good football. The Eagles, as a whole, I don't think they have a spot on their team where they aren't, not good. They are pretty much good everywhere, but there's one weakness they have, and that is their rush defense. And the 49ers happen to have one of the best run games in the NFL. So I think that could be an issue, but like I said, I think this game is going to end up coming down to quarterback play because both teams are very well-rounded and have good teams. They're just both good teams. And I think it's going to come down to quarterback play, and when it comes down to quarterback play, you have to go with experience, and Jalen Hurts has proven that he's a top guy in this league, and Brock Purdy has played well in the role he's been in, but he just hasn't done anything spectacular, in my opinion, yet to prove to me that he can lead a team to the Super Bowl. And I think that last week Brock Purdy's inexperience kind of showed because he got really frustrated when things weren't going his way all the time because the Cowboys' defense was very good, and I think that's going to show in this game. I think Brock Purdy is going to play a little bit more like a rookie. I could see him making some mistakes in a hostile environment like Philly. And with that being said, I'm taking the Eagles in this game, and I'm going to have them move on to the Super Bowl. But I think it'll be a very close and competitive game. I'm taking the Eagles by 4. I think the Eagles win on a game-winning drive at the end of the game. I think they'll win probably a 28-24 type of game. I could see that going, but I am going to take the Eagles to advance to the Super Bowl, and that moves us to the late game, which is the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Cincinnati Bengals at, I think it's 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, of course. And this is a rematch of the AFC Championship game from last year, and this one is very hard to predict. I think the difference in this game, though, is going to be Patrick Mahomes and if he's 100% or not, which he's most likely not going to be 100% because he had that ankle injury last week, and he's going to play, but we don't know how 100% he's going to be. But we saw the Bengals have a formula to beat the Chiefs. They don't bring pressure. They just play coverage, and it flusters Mahomes a little bit. They give him time to throw, and especially since he's going to have a bad wheel, he's not going to really be able to run that well, I don't think. And the Bengals are 3-0 against the Chiefs with Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow just seems to have Mahomes' number. That is one thing that makes me want to pick the Chiefs is because I don't know if they'll lose 4 in a row to one team, but I don't know. I just think the Bengals got their number. I mean, it's scarily similar to last year. I mean, last year in the regular season, the Chiefs lost to the Bengals by 3 in Cincinnati, and then they played in the AFC Championship game and then lost by 3. And this season in Cincinnati, they played in the regular season, and the Bengals beat them by 3. And this year they play in the AFC Championship game in Kansas City, just like last year. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know where to go here. This game could go either way, but I am going to do something. I'm going to pick the upset. I think Cincinnati gets it done against Kansas City. I think they go back to the Super Bowl, but I think this is also a very close and competitive game, and I'm going to say the Bengals win it just like they did last year. They're going to kick game-winning field goal. They're going to win the game. I think it'll be like a 24-21 type of game. But like it could be explosive in the first half and then slow down in the second half once defenses make adjustments. So that's how I see the game going. I think that Joe Burrow will end up being 4-0 against the Kansas City Chiefs. And we'll see what happens. But with that being said, my Super Bowl matchup would be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And to find out who wins that, you're going to have to tune in next Friday or 2 Fridays from now to see the Super Bowl predictions, because the Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. I really wish it wasn't 2 weeks from the conference championship, but it is for some reason. So we'll see what happens. And, I think the Bengals are just going to be too much for the Chiefs to handle, especially with Mahomes not at 100%. And the Eagles are going to be a team that's too tough for the Niners to handle, I think. And then we're going to get the rematch of the 2020 college football playoff semifinal between Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts. And I think that'll be an all-time classic of a game in the Super Bowl because both teams are incredibly good. But to see who wins, you're going to have to tune in 2 weeks to see my Super Bowl predictions. But with that being said, I know this is a shorter video, but there was only 2 games to talk about, so I really don't have anything else to talk about. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the bell notifications and follow everything in the description box. See you guys next time. Bye.